So, what makes you think? Are you more interesting than Luis?
Am I more interesting than Luis? I don't think I'm more interesting than Luis. I just it's rare that I meet somebody that I want to listen to.
Okay.
That I want to listen to. That I give a fuck about your perspective, and that's really. I feel it sounds like such an asshole when I say that.
I mean, you sound, you kind of, that sounds a little toxic.
Does it?
Just a little bit. I'm just, I don't want to, it sounds a little toxic.
I mean, I didn't mean it like that, but
But at the same time, though, everybody is pretty interesting.
Some people are interesting, but some people are just like, from the factory.
But you the most interesting person you know.
I'm interesting to me. I would prefer to be around with my own thoughts and my own conversation than a lot of people's.
Now, I agree with you. You know why I agree with you? Is this reason why I wanted to sit down with you in the first place. So, hey, what's up, world? You know what it is, man. It's your boy G. Welcome to Nothing But a G Thang. Baby, I'm here with one of the most interesting people I know. I can't say the most interesting because I think I'm more interesting. No, but at the same time,
as you should.
This is the most interesting person I know as well. This is give it up from you seen us in skits together. You might have seen us on stage together a lot of times, or not together but after each other. Yeah, we be running around doing this shit. Yeah. This is a comedian, an actress, I don't know how to say it. Like, you also somebody who like, nigga, I'm gonna fight for everybody around me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna fight for love. I'm gonna fight for life. I'm gonna fight for your right to do what the fuck you want to do. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do. Nigga, you know what I mean? Like, nigga, I'll take a shit outside this car right now. I mean,
that's only happened a couple times.
I'm just saying, like, whatever, nigga. So if you want to go take a shit wherever, I'm gonna fight for your right to do it. Like, this is that type of person, that type of energy. Give it up for Ronnie Macaroni, man. Give it up for Ronnie Macaroni. I love you.
It's good to be here. I love you. I'm so glad to tap in with you always.
This is it's a podcast. It's called Nothing But a G Thang, but it ain't about me.
Okay.
It's about you.
Okay. All right.
I want to figure out your interesting.
My interest.
Yeah.
Shit.
I want them to be able to know why you are the most interesting person I know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's talk about it.
Where you grow up?
I grew up in Northern California, Chico, California.
Okay. I
spent most of my formative years there. And then I traveled around also. So
yeah,
I spent some time going back to New York as a teenager, and then I got pipped the fuck out. I got kidnapped.
You really got snatched up?
I got snatched up. Yeah. I got snatched up and I got taken down to the Bay Area in LA, and it was these two cousin pimps who was fighting over me and kidnapping me back and forth.
You was a teenager?
I was a teenager. I was like 15 and 16.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. And then we ended up in the Bay Area, and I got kidnapped by another pimp from San Jose. But that was cool because that was
cool. What? No, stop. No, okay. Now,
cool.
Ronnie is also he's a comedian. I'm just a personality. That was life, though. So
that
you grew up,
it's just life. Yeah.
Comedy is really tragedy that niggas just got over. So we can talk
exactly.
about it
Exactly.
So,
those are just stories. I'm at an age now, like 40 years. It's like that's just a fucking blip.
Yeah, but it was part of your life.
It was part of my life, and it's informed. Yeah, absolutely. It's informed who I am and informed my perspective in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That had to be nuts. You outside, 15, 16, and going from one place to another.
Yeah.
Under some guidance of somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Under somebody's
just trying to figure it out. But I think one of the best parts of the things that I learned is that I might get myself in a bad situation, but I always find my way out of it.
Yeah.
And the older I get, the less time it takes me to figure it out.
Yeah. That's crazy. because people that don't know, the studio is kind of the location is kind of weird. When you come in, you gotta come through an alley. And Roddy called me on the way down. Like, hey, I said, no, come down this dark alley. And so she coming out. I said, yeah, I'm planning on kidnapping you because she about to leave me for a minute. She about to leave and go out of town and do some stuff. I'm like, I'm keeping you here. She said, well, I told the next time a motherfucker kidnap me, what you gonna do?
I'm gonna have more fun.
Adventure. So, but you be outside.
I do be outside. I love being outside. Yeah, I'm really comfortable on the road. I like being outside. I like being on the road. I like peeing outside. I feel like being on the road brings out the best part of me. I grew up, we was kind of travelers. Like my parents uprooted us from New York when we was kids and put us in a 2-door hatchback when my sister sitting on the hump in her car seat. She wasn't even a year old, my youngest sister. And and we drove across country. Okay. I was getting like potty trained from New York and ended up in Chico, California on accident. On a humbug.
Y'all was on the Oregon Trail. Yeah. But y'all had cars and shit. So
yeah, we had a car. We was like living in motels. The ladies in the motels loved us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Almost ended up in Florida. Then we was in Arizona. My parents hated Arizona. And my dad had a friend he knew since he was 6 years old, Hank Henry Karma. And they'd known each other since they were 6 years old. Both their parents grew up in the tenement housing in the Lower East Side. And he was like, he ended up in Chico because he went to Santa Cruz State. And he was like, what's another 1,000 miles before you drive back west? Come out here. And we got there like July 4th, 1989.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, so you don't remember a lot of that shit though?
No, I remember all of it. I've got my memory goes back real far. It's kind of crazy.
Nigga, how early is your earliest memory?
At least I don't know, 2, 3. If not early.
When you was 2 years old?
Yeah, I remember things from being 2 years old. Absolutely.
You smart then.
Yeah.
In a different kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's scary. I don't remember shit. I think my earliest memory is like maybe 5.
Yeah, good for you. Yeah, I remember shit back when I was 2 years old.
Okay.
I remember living in Puerto Rico with my mom and my dad wasn't there. We was like living there for 6 months after when and I started calling my uncle Papo dad.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that was like before I was even 2. That's why I'm so crazy.
Some niece daughters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like niece daughters,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But I think, but at the same time, I think all of my nieces are my daughters in a way. They are like my nieces, my nephews. Mm-hmm. They're my kids. They're not my nieces and nephews. Y'all my kids. Yeah.
I mean, they don't belong to you, but you have a duty to them.
Yeah, facts. Forever. Yeah,
and a responsibility.
Yeah. So Chico is where you settled?
But Chico's where we settled. Yeah.
Okay. That's the longest place you remember living as a kid?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I lived in San Jose, but that was as a teenager. Mm-hmm. And I spent a lot of time in the Bay. I lived in San Francisco, but that was just right before I moved here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then when they snatched you up, where the fuck did you go?
Where did I go? Where did we go? Okay. So we was going.
How'd they get you, cuz? Oh God, because you are strong as fuck.
I know. No, it wasn't. Listen, but it wasn't even. I was stupid. I was stupid, and shit was fucked up at home. And at a certain point, when shit's so fucked up, it's like, damn, nobody have my back here, and nobody gonna protect me. I'm not safe outside. I'm not safe in this home.
Yeah.
I made the evil you don't know is better than the evil you know.
Yeah.
And so my best friend's younger sister, she was a year younger than us. She got hemmed up with these dudes, and she owed them money for crack. And so she introduced me to them as payoff.
Damn, so the homie set you up.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But she was a kid too, you know. They were just
you got in the car, they just went.
I just got, we was come smoke some weed, got in the car. We was going to go help the dude's renegade wife. She gone renegade. And she was a hooking Nancy, crazy fucking bitch Nancy.
No, she wasn't crazy, nigga. She was just tired of being kidnapped.
Fuck that bitch.
She was an asshole.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, we got in the car that we smoked some weed, and I was like, cool, I got to be back in town, and then just never got back. And it was fucked up because your intuition knows, like I'm sitting in the back seat watching everything I know pass by me, and I'm like, wait, I can still get out the car, and I know how to walk my way back into town. I can still and you see that, and then all of a sudden you in a place you don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it was just like
cell phone's a thing at this time. You have one or no?
No. But a pimp bought me my first cell phone. But yeah.
But wasn't nobody. But it wasn't, even if you called somebody from the crib, they wasn't coming to get you.
Well, and also I didn't have anybody I could trust in my life. That's the important part when I see like people raising children. It's like so important to have a plethora of adults that they can trust, that they can talk to, because they're not always going to be able to talk to you. And I think like a lot of kids I was afraid of my parents, and people knew that. People knew that I was afraid of my parents. So it was like, yeah.
I think a healthy fear of your parents is good, but you shouldn't be afraid to the point where like if I'm in trouble, I should be able to call you.
Yeah, no, I just dealt with so much shit on my own.
Yeah, you just said, "Fuck, I'm gonna do it."
Yeah, I remember like stapling my own finger one time and being afraid to tell my mom because I thought I was gonna get in trouble for stapling my own finger.
I mean, she probably like, "Don't staple your finger."
But I was like, this shit. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I get that. Like a kid being scared of certain things, like, because if my kids staple their finger and they come to me with a staple finger, I'm going to be like, you dumb. The fuck you staple your finger for? Come here. Let me take the staple out. We're going to fix it.
Yeah.
Dumbass nigga, what the fuck are you doing? That's stupid.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to do it that way. It's going to be more, I'm going to play with them. Like, bro, please don't.
But your kids aren't afraid of you, though.
Yeah. But that's a dumb thing to do as a kid.
Yeah, it is a dumb thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's also wild to
You wasn't going to get beat? Was you going to get beat?
I didn't know. Maybe.
I never beat my kids either, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, my mom was
But when you was outside, you had no protectors, nobody that you can call?
No, because that's the thing about getting moved, like getting uprooted and being moved to a place where you don't know anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's and I was homeschooled. Mm-hmm. So I got put in school when I was like in junior high, like 14.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was that different?
13, 14.
Was you able to catch up?
No, I mean, I was, but then I dropped out halfway through my 9th grade year because I was like, when you get homeschooled and then getting I feel blessed that I was homeschooled now looking back, because I know like how fucking indoctrinated people get, and I'm glad that I'm not broken to that.
You didn't get institutionalized.
I didn't get institutionalized in that way. Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, once I got to high school and I was like, damn, I could smoke weed every day and just like leave school, and as long as I'm back in time to intercept this phone call, nobody's gonna know.
You was good.
Yeah, I was good.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but also like, yeah, we didn't really have any family. We didn't have any family out there, so I didn't have no older brothers like that. Yeah, so we was like, you raised us and we're vulnerable because you were kind of sheltered from living, like going to school and all that shit. Yeah, and we didn't have a community.
That's different growing up.
Yeah.
I think that's important. Like that's one of my biggest things is I want to build community. And so I work and I do so many things with a lot of different people because I want them in my community like forever. And I want to figure out how we can just be in community.
That's why I'm so good at building community. Like everywhere I go, if I've ever been in a place for any period of time, I'm build community.
You go find
and I play, and I've got places, and I can always go back to a place.
Yeah.
Like, and I think that's probably something that I fostered. I mean, I was always good at making friends.
Yeah.
But the ability to like build community with people and like feel safe, that's important to me.
No, because
being isolated is dangerous.
It might be a couple places I can't go. I don't even want to go back. I don't even want to go back.
That's fine.
It's all good. I can't go back to anywhere, but everywhere I love, though, I can go.
Yeah,
back. Yeah, I can. Yeah, that's crazy. But you do always build community.
Mm-hmm.
What you think is the hardest part though about like building community in different places, but then having to separate so you can't be that same person you were when you were actually physically there in that community?
But you're never. I mean, I think that's what really cements whether you've built community or not, is the fact that can we maintain the strength of this relationship even though I'm not in proximity to you? Because if we fall off just because I'm not in proximity to you, then it's not really real.
Yeah.
And I also I grew up being removed from my family and having that pain of not being able to be amongst my family growing up, and having people die and not being able to go back. And so in a way, I think I just understand that that's a part of life. Like, I think about people like back in the day, who you got left or taken or whatever, and you never saw your family again, or you got married and went out on. You never saw your family again, and maybe you might get a letter or two.
I never understood that concept.
Yeah.
Only because when I bring people in, like when I make somebody a part of my family, like I got you for real. Like I mean that in a real way.
I got you too, and I'll come back. Like, that's one thing about me, is I'll come back.
Yeah.
If you make a home for me in your heart and space for me in your life, I will always come back.
That's crazy. Where you see yourself settling down here?
Oh gosh, I have dreams. I want to kind of live like in the Santa Cruz area.
Okay.
I don't want to like, I always want to be able to be on the road, because that's, for me, that's my peace. That's like, it's meditative for me. It's when I feel my most self, is being on the road. But
do you ever see yourself planting roots? Like, as somebody,
I planted roots here. I've got so many roots. I got seedlings everywhere. It's like a mycelium network. It's like, even though I'm not here, my shit's under the ground, and we all connected. And but I want to have, like, I dream of having like a cabin, like a little art cabin in like the coastal redwoods, and having an outdoor bathtub, and just having a space that I can go run around naked and just be free.
Okay. And then you can always
and then I can always leave and come into exactly, and be around people. But that's where I want to be able to go to have my resets.
Okay. I just think everybody needs a place to, like, actually reset and be like, okay, this is where I might die. I'm gonna die in here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Would I go? This is gonna be
and then to be able to, like, I dream of having, like, like having a place that other people can stay while I'm not there. And be able to enjoy that peace.
Yeah.
Like, that's a beautiful thing to me. I don't believe in like letting a space sit empty.
How would you what would be the criteria for people to, like, use your space while you're not there?
Oh, you need to respect. I think, like, respecting, like, having what do you mean criteria?
I don't know, because, like, you gonna let just anybody go? I'm going for much. You know what I'm saying? Just anybody.
I mean, somebody who's gonna respect the space and respect it for what it is and be mindful, and then you could stay there.
Do you have to know them? What if they
not always? Maybe they're a friend of a friend. House? Well, that's no, you can't.
Well, they're gonna have people shooting dice in there.
No,
you can't shoot dice.
It's not for shooting dice.
I can't shoot dice at your house?
No, we could go shoot dice other places. I come home to get away from that shit.
Come home to a dice game. No,
fuck all that.
Okay, that makes sense.
I'll shoot everybody. I'm just playing. I'm not allowed to own a gun. I stab everybody.
Oh yeah, you gonna figure that shit out. I know you. Yeah.
Y'all gonna get the fuck out of my house.
I know if you turning up.
I like my peace.
If you turning up, it's not always the other person's fault. I just noticed that when if we out kicking it.
What you mean?
We out kicking it, we doing whatever it is. It's not always the other person's fault if I see you cussing somebody out or, like, turning up on them. It's not always their.
I don't feel like.
No, I respect that energy, because I have to say it's not always the other person's fault.
I see things that most people don't see, and that's frustrating to me, because most people don't perceive these fucking things that I be seeing. And some people aren't even self-aware of themselves enough to know what the fuck they doing. Like, that's the thing. Like, bitch, you doing shit, and you doing this, like, covert fucking shit, and bitch, you're not even aware of what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah.
But I'm aware. So it's like, either you think I'm stupid and you pretending you don't know what the fuck you doing, or you stupid and you not aware of yourself.
And you're doing exactly what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I see that shit, and I don't like people who suck my energy up. There's certain energies I don't want to entertain. I'm a delicate fucking human being. As tough as I've had, I'm a delicate human being, and I deserve, So I'm not finna entertain. I'm not finna entertain certain shit. Yeah, but not everybody is aware of it, and I wasn't even always aware of how delicate I am.
Okay, I'm delicate. My feelings get hurt.
Yeah, my feelings get hurt too.
But you, are you allowed to really have them?
Am I allowed to have feelings?
Yeah.
I feel like I've been more allowed. Will I allow myself to have them?
Are you allowed to have them? Yeah.
Oh, because as a man, you're not allowed?
No. Are you allowed to have them?
Am I allowed to have feelings? Of course, we're all allowed to have feelings.
Whether it's you stopping you from having feelings or somebody else stopping you from having feelings, whatever it is, how do you feel about like if you really are allowed to just have feelings?
Sometimes I'm learning to allow myself to have feelings. For a long time, I would just like watch stuff. You use stuff as an outlet to get your feelings out so you could cry about something else because you can't cry about your own shit. So I like watching movies because it's like I can't cry about my own life, but I can watch somebody else's life and cry about that.
Yeah. For me, it's music.
Yeah.
I listen to I listen to people who are actually artists who put out music that they really want to make and not like, I don't like pop shit, like poppy music. I'm not a real big on like, I just want to make feel good music that, it sounds like AI wrote 10 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
All that Britney Spears shit that back in the day.
I like all kinds of shit.
I know, but I can't get into it. Justin Timberlake, I never been able to. Yeah. Just the, the boy band, like, except for like.
I mean, during the time, and I know those songs.
I just didn't feel like it was authentic though.
No, it's not.
I'm just like authentic.
It's not. It's not because it's not authentic. Because it's manufactured. You don't have. It's not an artist. They didn't write this shit.
Yeah.
They sat in on a writing session and like said some shit.
You ever heard of Lucky Day?
I fuck with Lucky Day.
That's a dope ass artist.
Yeah. There's all kinds of fucking good ass artists, and I fuck with everything. I've been listening to this. I don't know that dude's name, but it's like what do they call it? Lance put me on to this outlaw music. It's that outlaw country.
Oh yeah, I ain't got.
I say they got this song called "Cocaine Country Dancing," and that shit go hard.
Yeah, hey, they be getting it in. That old it's an old blues sound.
Yes, it's an old blues.
Yeah, mixed with it's updated kind of hip hop ish, but at the same time, yeah. Hey, they be getting that. That is a real art.
That shit's
yeah. Especially in the South, like Tennessee, I know it's big. Not as much in Texas. Maybe in Texas a little bit too. But Louisiana, I know is big. They got a whole movement. Man.
I like Louisiana.
Yeah, they got.
I felt so home there.
You love Louisiana?
I'm gonna end up in Louisiana. I'm gonna end up in New Orleans, but I'm not ready to die yet, so I can't go there.
So that's where your cabin gonna be then.
Well,
see, that's what we got to get down to the nitty gritty of it. Where your cabin? It's gonna be. in New Orleans.
I know I'm finna have. Be in Louisiana. Well, maybe I'll have multiple.
Opelousas.
Maybe I'll have multiple spots because I need to be in the redwoods. That's like I need to be in the redwoods.
But
I'll go post up in the redwoods. I don't even need to have like a cabin. I'll go build a little fucking hut somewhere under a tree.
You gonna build it yourself?
I'm gonna just chill.
Little by little.
I'm gonna just chill in the tree.
You gonna do it little by little, or you gonna
little by little till nobody notices. But then, like over the years, but it's gonna prove my relationship with the land and that I've improved the land. And then that's how I went.
Every time you take a trip down the West Coast, I just put Oregon to Cali. Just go there 2 days, put some other shit up, do some shit, work it out, and then just go ahead. So nobody,
exactly.
Boom, and just come and just keep doing it.
Exactly.
Random ass spot, nigga.
Yeah.
Oh, make sure you find water first.
It's good. Yeah, it's got to be near a stream.
Near a stream. Yeah.
I need some moss. I need
because ain't nobody coming to go check.
The air down there is so good.
Ain't nobody coming to check.
No.
Yeah, so go ahead and do it. Yeah, the Redwoods is actually dope.
The Redwoods are amazing.
If you ain't never been to the Redwoods, you need to go because that drive is, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good. Like Northern California is like an extension of Oregon until you get to the pollution.
Yeah.
The more south you go, the more the pollution you get.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean.
Okay.
Portland be having bad air quality sometimes too.
No, this shit fucked up everywhere.
Yeah.
This shit fucked up everywhere.
You could smoke 2 packs of cigarettes a day. If you lived in the Redwoods, you'd still be better off than if you lived in a city just not smoking and breathing that air.
Facts. One thing I do, like bringing up cigarettes, is one thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think everything is a drug, right?
Everything is a drug. Coffee is a drug.
Everything's a drug. We all doing different types of drugs in order to like live life, nigga.
Yeah.
What vices? I know my biggest one is probably I be drinking.
Same.
Yeah.
It's been a lifelong thing. I come from a long line of people who like to drink and know how to have a good time. Yeah.
A long line of them. Yeah.
A long line of them. Yeah. My TT, everybody like my TT. Margot gave me my first like liquor at a party. Well, it wasn't my first liquor, but
yeah, hell no. See, look at you lying. Look, you knew you was trying. I was sneaking liquor when I was like 5, 6 years old.
Yeah. Well, my dad taught me how to pour a beer when I was like 8. Okay. And he would let me have the sip off the top, like drink the foam off the top and have the last sip of beer. So I've been pouring beer since I was 8, and that's how you make somebody like beer.
The last sip of beer is the nastiest one.
I know. That's how you build it. Like I was like, I loved it. I loved to have that fucking that relationship with my dad. It was just
Okay. Now you leave Chico.
Mm-hmm.
Right. When you go up, you don't leave Chico.
Well, I don't.
You get kidnapped. I get around.
Yeah.
When did you come out of that? What happened?
Okay, so I ended up down in LA. And the dude who originally turned me out, his cousin, like he got arrested, and then so his cousin and the bottom bitch Nancy, they took me down to LA.
That's why I fucked Nancy. Nancy was
yeah, but Nancy, I also learned a lot from Nancy too. You know, you can't, but it was fuck that crazy bitch.
Yeah,
and her ugly, lazy-eyed man. So they took me down to LA, and we was working the track down there. And then just as he got out of jail, and he took this other little bitch Peaches, and took her down to LA to come work the track, but really he was trying to meet up with me and kidnap me back.
Oh, so he set you up.
I wanted to go with him. He was a better, Yeah.
And so when you met, you was like, oh, and so now you
so then they came. Yeah, so one night I went out and was on working the track, and then we had like a plan, and we met up, and then we just drove in this $300 super bucket with the windows down back up to Sacramento from LA.
Well, oh boy.
Yeah, with Justice and the bitch Peaches.
With Justice and Peaches. Okay, because you was over.
Yeah,
Nancy.
Dante and Nancy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I ended up with them on accident. It's all about. Sometimes life is just about moves. It's about making moves, and what move is better than the other.
You was figuring it out.
What move is better? Yeah, exactly. This situation better than this situation.
What situation
or whatever.
Better? Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not what I want, but these are my choices.
Okay, I'm talking about when did you come out from like
when did I come out from that?
And then turn into like you, because now like you know what I mean, like it's a whole different. So like you came up. So when you went back with them, what happened after that?
I went back with them, and then Peaches was in cahoots with these motherfuckers. So she was jealous. She was jealous of me because the motherfucker had a thing for me.
So
she was fucking messaging and told them where the fuck we was, and they had the same auntie. But I love this woman. I wanted to be like her, and I am like her because this bitch. So we was sleeping, and she let them in the house while I was sleeping, and they came and tried to kidnap me and drag me out of bed in the middle of the night. I woke up to being dragged down the fucking hallway. I was like grabbing at the walls and shit, and the bitch hitting me, and they hit me in the back of the head. And the auntie come out, and she's like, there was like this. She owe us money or whatever because I had run off with while I was working. She owed us money. And she was like, I don't give a fuck. You're not taking this girl nowhere.
Yeah.
So they left. And then the next morning when they went grocery shop, they tried to come kidnap me again. And they took me to he was like, when we get to the door, you just gonna walk to the car and don't do anything funny. And as soon as I got outside, I just ran the fuck.
You gone.
Yeah. I just ran the fuck out. And then went in the house because it was a little baby in the house. There was a baby in the house. So I ran back in the house, fucking locked the door, grabbed a knife, grabbed the baby, and just fucking sat on the couch with the knife and the baby until the motherfuckers came back. And that was so when I was down in LA before.
Why'd you
rewind?
You don't
rewind. So the reason the justice came to kidnap me back was also because my mom died while I was down in LA.
Yeah,
and she had a heart attack while I was down there and died. And he found out my mom died, and so he was coming to take me back to the funeral.
That's what he told you?
Oh God.
Did he?
He did.
He did?
I got to the end of the funeral, yeah.
Okay.
I sat in the back a little bit, looking like a little teenage prostitute.
He was, yeah, in a whole nother life.
Uh-huh.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And then what'd you do after that?
And then we went back to fucking we went to San Francisco.
Uh-huh.
We went back to Sacramento. We went back down to San Francisco. And when we was down in San Francisco, I was working the track, and that's when I got kidnapped by the fucking pimp Romeo from San Jose.
Okay. so now you in San Jose.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now I go to San Jose, and then I got caught up, and the dude, he like dropped me off at a homie's house. Like, this dude was like a big time meth dealer, but he had like lived with his mom who worked for the city, and his younger sister, and then his younger brother. And me and the younger brother, he was 22, I was 16, and we just kind of lightweight connected over meth. Okay. Yeah. And then when the pimp came, and when the pimp
talking about vices, I'm telling you.
And when the pimp came back and tried to come get me, I was like, I don't want to go anymore. Like, I'm not doing it. And they let me stay there. So that was like, I was like, okay, so now I'm, but I'm not a prostitute anymore. Now I'm just a meth head, fucking, disorder, whatever.
Yeah. Kicking it, yeah.
And then I got knocked up. And my fucking morning sickness, it saved my life. My morning sickness was so bad. I just called my dad one day and I was like, can I come home?
Okay. That's what did it.
Yeah.
New life.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I didn't keep it.
No, it's all good. I'm not saying. But I'm not saying that's. Yeah. You know how we talk. Nigga, I can't be. We blunt on this show. But I get what it is. But just even having the thought of like, nigga, I'm not bringing a baby into this shit.
Yeah.
Made you say, nigga, I'm calling my dad.
Exactly. No matter what. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, well, that was, so before I got knocked up, my dad had kicked me out because I did go home at one point, like after I had moved in with them, and I called my dad and asked to come home, and I went home, and then I sold my mom's bicycle to get some weed. And my dad,
get the fuck out of here. You know what? No.
And my shit, I was like, but it's nobody's bicycle. She did. It's nobody's. It's nobody.
He said, no.
He was like, get the fuck out.
You coming here, you stealing your mama's shit and selling it? Nigga, what the hell? I don't want none of this energy.
Yeah.
You had you was in your 20s at that time.
No, I wasn't. No, I was still a teenager.
You were still a teenager?
Uh-huh. Yeah, he kicked me the fuck out.
I know.
Yeah, and so I went back down to San Jose and went to go be with, and then when I got pregnant, and then I was like, can I come home?
This is what I tell my kids all the time. And then the ones in the house?
Yeah.
15 to 10. That's the age range. But I tell the 15, when you turn 13, I tell them one thing. You're not running away no more.
Yeah.
My nigga, if you leave, it's because you decided you're going to figure it out some other way. You know what the safe haven is. You know what you have at home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So just don't leave the house without letting me know what the fuck you're going.
Just tell me.
Because if you want my protection, you're going to tell me that you're leaving and where you're going.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, how am I going to...
It's so nice to have. I have my best friends all have my location all the time.
Yeah, but if they decide to leave, like they're going to do what they want to do, you can go. Yeah. You can. You just left home at 13.
Yeah.
You can go.
Yeah, I was out in the streets.
You can go. But if you hear, you're going to, if you're under, just let me know. That's it. It's simple.
Yeah. Yeah, no, my dad, all he ever wanted was honesty. That's
honesty
all.
Too, yeah.
Just honesty. Just keep it real, and you.
But then when you told him you sold your mama's bike,
well, he didn't know. He just, I didn't tell him.
You didn't tell him you lied.
I mean, he knew though. I was, but listen, I was being a terror. I was stealing money. He called me getting in his wallet.
Yeah, it wasn't just fucking bike.
He called me getting in his wallet, and he was like, he was like, "The fuck is you doing?" And I was like, I was just checking.
Yeah, I was just checking. You was on dope, nigga.
Yeah.
How'd you get off that shit? I know that shit had to be difficult.
But the pregnancy, that's what the pregnancy really fucking, I just couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't smoke cigarettes. Like the ashtrays smelled disgusting to me. Everything was just, I couldn't smoke meth anymore.
So you quit it.
So I quit it. Yeah. And after that, when I moved, because there was a whole thing. I went to Florida for a minute after the abortion.
You're becoming more and more the most interesting person. I just want to let you know that as we talk, you're becoming more and more interesting person. I fucking know.
Yeah, I went to Florida for a minute, but when I came back, like I had dabbled a little as my. I dabbled a little, and then fucking with some motherfuckers, and then finally one day I was just like, I don't want to be in these rooms anymore. And with the motherfuckers, if this shit come out and I'm out, I'm not fucking around with this shit.
One of my partners told me one time, he'd been clean for a minute. He was like, nobody gets clean and then not does it. Like, you know
never,
what I mean?
Ever,
never, oh, this is the last time I'm doing it. Boom, I ain't never did it again.
Yeah.
Like it sometimes it's a process. You got to give people grace too when they do. You know what I mean?
You have to give yourself grace too. A lot of people don't get clean because they feel like if you fuck up one time, then fuck it, throw it all away. Yeah. Instead of giving your grace and be like, that's what I did now. That's what I'm doing. But I can make a different choice anytime. So
look, I still want to not do this shit.
I want to not do this stuff, so I don't have to throw everything away because I feel bad about myself. Yeah, because don't punish yourself. You know.
But I think that's what we do.
The world punish you already, though.
But don't do that.
The world already want to punish you. Don't punish yourself. If you could fucking do better by crushing yourself, then you'd be a king by now.
Facts. Tomorrow is always gonna be tomorrow. Yeah. Tomorrow is tomorrow.
And it's always something. Give ourselves grace. And give ourselves the grace that we give to people.
Yep. What you know what we're going to do right now? Huh? We're going to take a quick break.
I think so.
We're going to reset.
Let's eat some tacos.
Come in here. And then we finna line it up. It's going to be good. Hey, nothing but a G thing. I'm talking, man, it's fun. We back. Look, hey, I'm not Oprah. Like, Oprah don't let people chew gum on her show. You know what I mean? Uh-huh. Nigga, if you got some candy, you can eat the candy.
I know, but I'm not trying to listen. I already got I got a fat tongue. I already have enough trouble talking. I already have enough trouble getting the words out of my mouth. I don't need any more obstructions, obfuscating the sound of my
I got a big mouth. I just hide it in the back.
Yeah. I don't. I mean. I can't. I mean, I can open wide, but but I can't. I have try hard enough to enunciate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But we back, man. We're done with the G thing, man. I'm with Ronnie Macaroni, the most interesting person I know. And it's the most interesting person y'all are now knowing too. I'm telling you, life be lifing
every day. It's always something.
But now you outside. Comedy is going crazy. Shows. I mean, you know, you know how it be when people hit you. Just, I need you here. I want you here. I want you here. And you got to decipher where you can be and how you can make it. You know how you can do it.
Absolutely. And also, and learning what shoes to pick. And I always be trying to like honor my word, but one of the things I'm learning also is like sometimes you have an opportunity, and that's okay to take that opportunity and be like, hey, listen, I got an opportunity to open to feature for somebody, I'm gonna
go do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah. I know we worked on this show, but I got to drop the fuck out.
Yeah. I'm not gonna be there
because I'm gonna get paid more, and I'm finna get these.
But what is one of the shows that you, no matter what, you would do, like if you can do it again? You know what I mean? You know how you have shows and you have life and you have things that you do, but like one show is like, even if they didn't give me what they gave me, I still do that.
Oh, even just for free?
I still do.
I just do it. I just do it no matter what. Gosh, there was gosh.
Golly G.
Golly G whiz. Hazel, what her name is Hazel. She live in Eugene, and I did a show. Oh, also fucking Memroth 9. Yeah. So Hazel did a show in Eugene, and I love queer rooms. I can do, because I'm a queer, I live my life on the outskirts of society. So even if I don't come off as queer as I am, sometimes I can do a straight set. Like, I just love queer rooms.
Yeah, these motherfuckers you don't give a fuck about you breaking all rules.
Yeah, I can be myself.
You don't care about nobody rules.
I don't. Yeah, I'm finna be myself. I'm finna speak my truth, and that's what the fuck it is. So that show was amazing. it was just it was a great show. And I would do Mem Ross show again, the Southeast Asian Comedy Collective, what he's doing. I ain't been around that many fucking Southeast Asians since I was, in junior high.
Southeast Asian?
No, I'm not, but I was an honor.
Indigenous, nigga, you from everywhere.
Yeah.
I tell people all the time when I be telling homies when they be having like culturally specific shows, like Pacific Islander shows.
Yeah.
And then like, you know what I mean? Like, I be like, bro, I'm black, nigga. I'm all y'all.
Exactly.
I'm everybody.
I'm everybody. I see my mother in the corners of so many women's mouths and in so many women's hands and of different cultures, and Asian women's hands and black women's hands, and she's like, it's wild.
Nigga, the world started with me.
Exactly.
With my people. That means all y'all is another branch of it. Yeah. I'm all y'all. Let me come. I want to come. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
But I've done a whole bunch of them that way.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he get like a token. So really, what he does is, it's for the Southeast Asian community. He gets a lot of fucking Southeast Asians to perform, but also he always gives like other people who are not white a chance. Okay. Yeah, somebody else was trying to.
I've never done his show there. Not that one.
Well, he just doing all kinds of stuff. And listen, the Southeast Asians, they know how to party and they know how to treat motherfuckers.
Yeah,
the food never run out. The liquor never run out. Mm-hmm. I drank so much fucking Hennessy VSO, but I ain't drank that much Hennessy since I was fucking
shout out to
17.
The Filipinos, Laotians, all the homies
Laotians,
over there.
The fucking Hmongs, the Cambodians.
They love Hennessy.
I love it.
Yes. They drink Hennessy like niggas. I grew up. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you a little bit about myself for a second. I grew up in Portland, Oregon, but I grew up in the projects of Portland, Oregon.
Yeah.
And it's different because the population of black folks is really small here.
Yeah.
But I grew up in a place where it wasn't just black folks in this project, and they threw everybody at us.
Yeah.
Right? If you came to Portland, which was like a sanctuary city within supposed to be a sanctuary country, you know what I'm saying? They had a plan for you. It was old army barracks. They took and they just turned it into low income housing.
Okay.
So everybody that came,
everybody was there.
So if you was on Section 8, nigga, if you was getting money off the government to live, this is a place for you to live.
Yeah.
So I had homies from everywhere. I grew up thinking like, oh, it's diverse as fuck. I hate to work in Portland.
That's what I heard somebody else. That's what somebody else who grew up in fucking Northeast was telling me. Like when they would say,
I grew up in the North.
Okay, so but somebody was telling me like, oh, I grew up, and when they would say like, there's no fucking black population here, I was like, what you mean? Like,
it is hella.
Yeah, it's like, what do you mean it's the whitest city? I see fucking motherfuckers all the time.
But then one thing I understood,
because you living in a bubble within your little blocks,
was the Filipinos, the Laotians, the Hmongs, that Southeast, that culture right there, they loved Hennessy.
They love Hennessy.
You go to the parties at your homie's house?
Yeah, and they have the carpets rolled out in the fucking backyard and just barbecuing.
Having
all
a good time.
Night. Yeah, it's good time.
Drink, have fun. And so it was,
Give me some sticky rice good. Right now.
So Mem Ross show.
Mem Ross not cool as a fan.
I love Mem Ross. No, that's my guy.
I fuck with that motherfucker.
Yeah, and you know what? I gotta play him in basketball because everybody keep telling me he's nice, but I don't think he as nice as he say he is.
Well,
this is a challenge, Mem Ross. If you watch this, it's a challenge.
He gonna watch this because you gonna have to tag him in it because we just talked. That's part of the. I'm gonna put you on game. I love you.
Okay.
We're going to blow up together. We're going to blow up together. I don't want to do it. Listen, I ain't going alone. It ain't safe to go alone.
Ain't none of us going alone. You can't do shit by yourself.
I ain't going alone. I shout out my homie fucking Detox Daenerys Osaka. This motherfucker was like, of all of us, Ronnie's the one who's finna make it. And I was like, no, I ain't finna make it because I won't. He was like, she gonna make it and leave us all behind. And I was like, no, that's why I'm not finna make it because I won't leave y'all behind.
That is the reason.
That's the reason.
Don't worry about it. You ain't gotta leave me behind. I'm going with you.
Yeah, we all going.
I'm going with you.
We going.
Yeah.
Yes.
One thing I tell about is certain people that I will follow. You know, I follow you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I follow you. Yeah. I fuck with you.
We finna go.
Oh.
So, I know you in your comedy, right? It comes across, and this is. I like to when we come to this next segment, just to really talk about the bullshit that we went through that makes us who we are, right?
Oh.
So, and a lot of times that comes out as like, I'm over it. So it's kind of funny in certain situations.
Absolutely. But sometimes, that's one of the things about comedy too.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're not over it, but comedy is just a way of processing.
What is the worst thing you make funny, my nigga?
Oh.
Like I make a lot of crazy shit funny.
I tell a lot of death jokes. I tell jokes about death.
Oh, dead jokes is the best.
I got so many death jokes. I got the trifecta: death, drugs, rape.
I talk about my Uncle Charles a lot. That nigga.
Yeah.
He gave me some good game one time.
You've told me.
Yeah, he gave me a lot of good. I told you a lot of the game.
Poncho, I hope you still alive, because I had this cool ass crackhead homie who used to come and bring me. And this motherfucker played tennis. He was a fit ass crack, Like
yeah. My Uncle Charles, he wasn't fit. He wasn't like that. He was one of them niggas who he spoke in parables. And so a lot of the sayings, I just come up with random shit and my Uncle Charles would just drop jewels on me.
Yeah. All the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
If you got $80.
Okay, so that's when I say I love that shit, and I love listening to people, and it's not about fucking but some people, if you watch The Bachelorette, I probably don't want to listen to you.
Yeah, it depends. No, it depends. What if you get caught up in the episode and you like, oh, now because you know what I watch though? Hey, Drewski, the thing on YouTube, I like it. It's funny. It's fun to me. I won't watch a Bachelorette, but I watch Drewski looking for somebody to marry.
Yeah, but that's different. It's a parody.
Huh?
That shit is a parody.
I know, it's funny.
It's a joke.
What the fuck you think the Bachelorette is? It's a parody too.
It's not a fucking parody. Them motherfuckers is serious, and the people who watch that shit is serious, and they think it's serious.
No, wait, what they think is what? Serious. They think it's serious. No, I would never watch that thing as serious.
Motherfuckers think it's serious. People really be invested in that. Like it's reality and it's not.
Let's rephrase that then. If you take the Bachelorette serious, then you don't want to talk.
If you know it's garbage entertainment and you just indulging in some garbage entertainment the same way some people dabble in crack.
Yeah, it's all
then
good.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. That's why my Uncle Charles so great.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
because he would never watch a Bachelorette.
Smoke on the weekends.
Never watch a Bachelorette, but he'll smoke a little crack every once in a while.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I wouldn't watch The Bachelorette. I do watch some garbage. My girl get me locked into some bullshit.
Some bullshit sometimes. What's the
get
worst
me
show?
Locked in with that Love Is Blind bullshit.
Love is blind people finding love?
No, you're in these boxes and you're talking to somebody for like 3 months or some shit before you see them. So you fall in love with who they are, and then you see if the chemistry is real when you choose them. So you got to choose on them. You gotta choose on somebody just from talking to them, just from a conversation, and then you got to see.
I'm gonna win that shit.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
Yeah, facts. Let's get on it. We gonna get on opposite teams. We gonna see. Yes. We don't get to see each other, but we gonna know each other's voice.
We gonna know who the fuck we are.
Yeah, but hopefully if they muffle our voice, muffle everybody's voices too.
But that's part of attraction is people's voices.
I want to take all the fly niggas I know, all the fly bitches, everybody who fly that I know. I want to do something like that with. Yeah. They don't get to see the person. They just and the voice is muffled, and you have a whole season on it.
Because that's the thing, because the voice is part of the attraction for me, for sure. Like, I almost married a man because I heard his voice before I ever saw his face. And I heard him talking shit to somebody on the phone, and I was like, I like the way he talks shit.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, and I was like, I want this man. He finna be... And then I spent 8 years with him.
You was loving him for 8 years.
For 8 years.
It blew up though. Okay. But no, I think the worst thing that I think race is probably like the worst thing that I make.
That's not the word, but that's
I make
just
jokes about.
I mean, Yeah, I talk about.
No, I make jokes about crack too, but I don't
make jokes about crack. I make jokes about homelessness. I make jokes about selling pussy pics for Palestine.
Okay.
I make jokes about death and trauma.
I make a lot of death.
Yeah,
jokes.
I make a lot of death jokes.
All them niggas.
I've written some jokes about suicide, but really a lot of the people call me the rape lady. That's kind of, I didn't choose it. That's just what they said.
They do call you the rape lady sometimes.
They do. Yeah. Okay. Ronnie's the rape lady, Macaroni. That's
you got a cold one. You do got a cold one.
They do.
When you tell them, you said you gonna take these jokes.
You gonna take these jokes? Oh, you gonna go home and be like, she made me laugh, and I didn't want to.
I don't want to take them dicks. Yeah. You are asshole.
Hey, you think these jokes hard to swallow? You know what's hard to swallow? A fucking dick when you got a gun to your head.
That is so fucked up, but
it's real. I can't change my life. And that's one of the things that I'm really learning. Yeah, I can't change my life. I've really struggled with coming up with clean comedy sets. And I do tell clean jokes on accident.
Yeah.
So on accident, but most of the time, like just being goofy. But most of the time, a lot of the stuff that I'm dealing with is even if I didn't curse, it's still stuff that's not PG-13 or PG-13 at best, maybe. I'm talking about rape. I'm talking, and it doesn't feel like that should be fucking R-rated because it's a part of life that so many people.
Experience should not be. Nobody's experience should be R-rated. I should be able to tell you. Like, I'm not showing you.
But it's like,
I should be able to tell you my exact experience of what happened to me in life. And you shouldn't rate that shit. It happened.
But that's why I love that Kendrick fucking shit. But shit I've been through probably offends you.
It does.
That's the thing. Like, I got to protect people from my own life. That's ridiculous. But that's one of the things that, like, comedy, like, is learning that I don't have to protect people from my life. And people, motherfuckers should know. Exactly. You should know. You should know what exists in the world.
Right.
Face it too.
I don't think.
And guess what? And as much as I talk about it, you still never ever really gonna fucking know. So like this, like you acting like I'm raping you. No, I'm just telling you about the shit that exists in the world, and I'm making it funny. And the people who get it. Yeah. Because the motherfuckers who get it, they need something to laugh about.
You look at the audience and pretty much be like, "You crying, bitch." You cry about words?
Sometimes you cry and laugh at the same time, though. Yeah. I love a motherfucker who can make me cry because some shit is so brutally real.
No, I'm talking about when they look at your jokes and take offense to them.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh, you are for real?
Uh-huh.
My words is offending you?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope as fuck.
Yeah. Sorry if your rape wasn't funny, but mine was.
You are irritating. Oh, that is rough. That's rough. It's
not true. Like, that's not true.
It's still your art, though.
This is my art. This is my way of processing the shit that I've been through.
Yeah.
And artists process shit in different ways. We all process shit. Some people make music about it. Some people write poems about it.
Mm-hmm.
I write poems and I write shit and I sing songs. I do all of that and I make fucking visual art, but I also make comedy about the shit.
Yeah.
And it's a way, it's healing because it's like I'm taking control of the narrative.
Mm-hmm.
And not only am I taking control of the narrative, but I'm gonna take something like this poison that you gave to me, and I'm gonna turn it into something that's not only gonna heal myself, but it's gonna heal other people, and I'm gonna get rich off what you did to me, huh? But when you raped me, bitch, you didn't think it was gonna make me rich.
Goodness. Goodness. I'm gonna go about the world talking about this shit. I
am. And I guess what? I ain't changing no names for nobody's protection.
Throw it back in their face.
Fuck all of y'all. I got to be out here and be me, and y'all can say what you want about me. Tell your side of the story. I don't give a fuck. Don't change mine.
You know what happened.
Yeah, no, I feel blessed. I got to just do this thing for SARC Oregon, the Sexual Assault Resource Center in Oregon. And it was an honor, and it was like something that I've always dreamed about, like being able to use what's happened to me and process it in a way that I can help other people. So I was like on this panel for about being an artist and like being an artist and being a survivor, and what reclaiming joy and joyful resistance looks like as an artist. And it was amazing. I was crying on the panel and just speaking my truth. It was, and then there was a performance section. And people, I closed it out with comedy. Okay. So everybody else did like poems and just like readings and shit like that. And then I closed it out, and they were like, "We've never had a comedian on here before. We've never had anybody do comedy. We didn't even know that that's something you could do." And I went and I told fucking rape jokes to survivors and allies, or survivors and supporters. And while the sun was kind of still out, at a nature preserve where people was not drinking.
Yeah.
And people, it was amazing. Yeah. It was amazing because it's like, I didn't know you could do that.
But then they also got to see you too, though.
They got to see it, and people got to. I'm not for everybody. Listen, I'm not for every survivor. Mm-hmm. I have friends that one of my best friends, love her to death. We've been friends for over a decade. Some of my comedy is triggering for her. We don't process in the same way. And that's fine.
Yeah.
But also, I have a right to fucking process how I process and say the things that I say. And one of the things I've also learned is you never get a man to shut up quicker than when you start talking about rape in a very fucking in a very graphic way.
Yeah.
If I'd known a long time ago that men would leave me alone if I just started talking about rape.
No,
Yeah,
men
they do.
Run away.
Yeah, they do.
But the ones that don't run away, the ones that run away,
run away are motherfuckers. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, those the ones that's like, hold on, wait, I ain't rape you and I don't plan on it. What the fuck
only
you
hit
about?
Dog holler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So it's just attracting your community. Building community. Coming back, building community and finding your people and speaking your truth and understanding that not everybody's gonna fucking like it or understand it. But the people who do, those are your people.
Right. I'm not for everybody either.
I'm not for everybody. I wouldn't want to be for everybody.
That's why when I find my people, it's hard to, to not really like build with them and do everything I can.
Absolutely.
To, let's push each other.
Oh.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you find your people.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, I might be leaving for a month and a half and then moving up to Tacoma, but I'm not leaving you.
Oh, I know that.
I'm leaving I'm leaving a place.
I say that. I say you leaving me. The reason why I say that is I
could be anywhere, anytime.
I just make it about me.
You know what? If you want me to come, send a bitch a ticket. Send a bitch a ticket. I'll hop on a train. I'll hop on a plane. Like, I mean, I don't know about the planes and these.
And I say that
times,
only because what I tell you all the time. Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
Why are you still here, my nigga? Leave.
Well, because I'm leaving now.
Go somewhere. Go time. Do it. Every time. Come back.
Absolutely.
But come back. Go. However we make it happen.
But I leave when I'm good and ready, okay? I leave when I'm good and ready.
Man, you locked in.
Can't nobody tell me what to do.
We locked in.
I do what I do when I want to do it.
I know. But I seen it a long time ago.
Yeah. And I'd be somewhere else if I had left a minute ago. I could have made different fucking choices. Yeah. And I didn't. And that's fine.
What do you think keeps you in a place?
The people.
Like the longest. The people?
The people, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, the people and the fucking comfort and safety and security. Mm-hmm. It's it's not easy to go to a new place and have to rebuild community just because you can do it and you might be good at it. It's not easy. You have to go back to like square one.
Yeah.
Of being in that place. And it's not a necessarily comfortable position, but it's a growth position. Okay. And that's the thing. And every time you go somewhere else, you get to level up. You get to come in as who you are now and level up from there, as opposed to when not everybody lets you grow all the time. It's rare to find people who can see you where you came in and allow you to be who you've become.
Okay. So like, you think that's like people wanting to keep you in a pocket? or do you think that comes from like people wanting just to keep you around?
I think it's probably both. Well, I think people want to keep you around, and I think it's maybe not always conscious, and I think, gosh, that's fucking.
It's deep, huh?
It's deep as
Sometimes
fuck.
I get deep on that.
I know,
like that's why I love doing podcasts, because it's not always fluff. It's for real.
God.
Because you explained to me a life, right? Where motherfuckers was literally kidnapping you, nigga, to keep you.
Yeah, like, no, that's how good this pussy was. Motherfuckers was kidnapping me, driving fucking 600 fucking miles in the middle of the night to come steal a bitch.
So you learn like niggas will try to kidnap, but people will try to kidnap you.
But people will they'll kidnap and they'll try to monopolize your time and kidnap your time. And I've experienced that too. Absolutely. And I think that's, it's kind of a sad thing, because I think sometimes when that happens, it's people are afraid of losing you. And I experienced that in the 8-year relationship I was in, where like I was growing, and because my growth is always inevitable. Yeah. I'll always keep growing. And he was afraid of my growth, and he was afraid of losing me. So he was trying to fucking like humble me and bring me back instead of like growing with me.
Yeah. Building you up.
Build me up. And the thing is, like, we might grow and things might change. I don't want anything to look the same forever. Right. Why?
But you should also grow together. People should grow together.
But you grow together separately. Trees don't fucking grow together. Trees don't grow in the shade of each other. If you have two trees that are too close to each other, then one of them fucking hogs all the fucking sunlight and the water and the resources, and the other one is stunted. So you have to have a safe distance to be able to grow.
Yeah, but we're not trees.
But we are trees.
No, I'm not a tree.
I'm a mushroom in a tree.
What? I'm a mushroom in a tree. What I'm saying, I know when it comes to Grand City on the planet, we ain't nothing but a blip, but we're not trees. We can grow together. People can grow together and push each other. That doesn't mean that you have to be like this the whole time.
Well, that's what.
But like you can still.
But you have to have that come apart though. Some people want to suffocate you.
Yeah, but some people can grow like this too.
Well, good for them. I'm not them people.
You don't think that's a thing?
I know. I'm not them people. And maybe you do grow together. Maybe you be like them trees that you like put together and then they grow together like that. Maybe you're lucky and you can do that. I haven't found that.
Okay, that makes sense.
But also I think a lot of that has to do with just my own experiences and the fact that because of what I've been through, I need space to be able to I can't be smothered. I need to.
You need air.
I need air. I need air to breathe. I need air to be myself and to be able to tap in with myself, because, otherwise I do get on some shit where it's like I'm not doing what I want to do. I'm trying to please
somebody else.
Okay. And so I need to,
Okay.
Yeah, and to be able to process what the fuck is going on and how I really feel about a situation instead of just.
But you overanalyze that shit?
Overanalyze what? How I feel about a situation? Yeah. Sometimes.
I think a lot of times I overanalyze shit all the time.
I feel pretty good about how I analyze shit.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay. What? So have you had a time where you have overanalyzed some shit and then been like wrong about it? Like you overanalyze them and wrong about it, or you underanalyze it. That happens all the time when you underanalyze.
When you underanalyze, yeah, exactly. You underanalyze shit, and then you realize you feel a way about something, and you're like, "Damn, I just fucking was like, yeah, I forgive you." And it's like, no, I kind of still feel a way.
When you get caught, yeah, you get hit.
Overanalyzing and shit. I mean, of course, we all do. I'll be thinking about a lot of stuff. I called somebody the wrong name one time, even though I knew their name. I knew their name when it came out my mouth wrong. And then they were like, no, that's not my name. And I was like, I know that. And it's still like, it bugged me. I brought it up like years later. It's just like, that still fucked me up.
This is why I
want you to know.
This is why I say sometimes when I see you arguing with somebody, They're not always wrong.
Oh, listen, I've been the asshole a lot in my life.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Right, I'm not a fucking
Me
perfect.
Too. We all have been.
Sometimes you think you're in the right and you turn around and you realize you an asshole. And that's also sometimes, listen, if you intent on getting me wrong, then sometimes I don't give a fuck about
what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, I don't if I see that you don't want to understand me, then why would I try to make you understand me? I'm gonna double down on some bullshit, even if I don't believe it, just to fucking piss you off.
Exactly. That's the asshole you are sometimes. Just you,
Bitch, I am jerk your chain. Yep. Exactly. Yep. If this who you think I am, fine.
Yep. I'm going in there. Yeah. I'm going all the way in. Then you get petty. I didn't see it.
I am petty. I am petty, and I will hold a fucking grudge. And I might not remember why I don't like you, but I'll remember I don't like you.
I don't like you.
I don't remember I don't. Right. And it's not a lot of people. It's not a lot of people that I'm like, no, I don't fuck with them. Mm-hmm. It's people that I'm like, well, I'm not really a fan. Like, I don't really want to feel the need to talk to them or be friends with them. But that's cool. Fine. We could be cool. Yeah,
I'll see you around. No, we'll be all right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But it's a few people.
But it's hard though, because what if in life you go through something and you now hook up with the other group of people, and now this person is part of it, and you have to be in community with them in a different kind of way. How do you deal with that?
Well, now I'm finna address it. Then we're gonna have to talk about it. Yeah,
we talk about it. We gotta
absolutely. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. And I always see you as being that kind of person. You're always blunt about it.
Yeah,
you're somebody who
I don't like uncomfortable fucking peace. I don't like fake peace.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm not gonna sit with this feeling in my chest.
Let's actually talk about this shit.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Let's cry about it. We can laugh about it.
Figure it out. And even if we don't have to be friends and like each other, but we can fucking sort it out to a level where we can exist in a room and no shit is cool and copacetic.
But if you can't do what if you can't do that?
Well, it's also a level of how invested am I in you in the situation. Like, do we have to exist together? How much do I really fuck with these people, or can I just like not,
leave them alone and never talk to them again?
Exactly.
Yeah.
How much do I really want to be a part of this community?
Yeah.
And am I invested in being a part of this community or not?
That's different. It makes sense though.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah, because I'm not going to waste my conversation getting right with anybody. I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's also, it's spiritual in a way too though.
Absolutely. I make peace with myself all the time.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Make peace with yourself.
Make peace with yourself and make peace with people. Like, you don't have to wait for somebody else to say the right things. You can have those conversations in your head and let it go. And make peace with the situation.
Make peace with yourself. All right, before we go, this is a podcast, tattoos, right? I like tattoos. I got a whole bunch of them. All my tattoos is done. I got a tattoo. I got this one in Colombia.
Okay.
It was my daughter's name. Okay. This dude tried to come in and he wanted to put a lion on me.
It looks pretty good.
I wanted a lion at first.
Yeah.
But
yeah, why you have a lion though, don't you?
I didn't like the picture that he had. No, yeah. I didn't have a lion when I got there.
Yeah, okay.
I don't like the picture he drew.
Yeah.
And so I was like, nah, bro, I don't like this lion. I don't want it to go on me.
Yeah.
I said, but I had a daughter. I got a daughter.
Yeah.
And you just do her name. His lining was dope as fuck.
I love a good lion.
I didn't like the portrait of the lion.
Yeah, that's fine. Not everybody's style is your style.
Right. And so it was cool. We had to negotiate. He got kind of mad because he was like, I was planning on doing a lion. I'm like, well, I don't want that lion. Like, you know what I mean? But it was cool. And so he did this for me. Tattoos. I know you got a bunch of them.
I do.
What tattoo means the most, you think?
They all mean something to me.
No, I mean, yeah, and I get that because all my tattoos mean it. But
all my tattoos mean something to me.
Give me a story about one of them then.
Well, goddamn, I'm like my first tattoo, but that's just being a kid. I got so many I got like 3 different stories.
My first tattoo was just this. It had nothing on the side. It was just a G.
My first tattoo was Smile Now, Cry Later.
Okay.
It was me and my friend.
You was taking it with Baby Joker in them.
Big Santos.
Big Santos? Okay. No, it wasn't Baby, that was Big Santos. Okay.
Yeah, Big Santos picked me and KK up from the bus station. We had been ditching school all day. This was after I fucking
You was
got
a
out.
hyena.
This was after I got out. Yeah, I was hanging out with them motherfuckers that bitched up everything. I was out here drinking fucking yellow Jose Cuervo, throwing up in the field.
Shout out to my Mexicano niggas though.
Yeah,
they be turning up.
Yeah, but that was that tattoo. I love that tattoo. They picked us up at the bus station, and he was like, "My uncle just got out of prison. He doing tattoos at the spot."
Yep.
And KK like, "No, I gotta go home." And I was like, "Well, shit, I want a tattoo." And he gave me a fucking tattoo with a homemade tattoo gun, and it was so nice, and it's still so nice. Like it's faded. Because it's like over 20 years. Yeah, it's like 20 fucking 2 years old. But it's nice as fuck.
You gonna get it touched up?
I have like, I don't want anybody to ruin it because it's so. You know what? I think Adam Craven could probably do it because he's real nice with it.
Have you found a tattoo artist with his energy? Like the thing about it is
I was in a fucking garage.
I know, but do you remember the tattoo?
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, you remember him a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. If you find somebody with his energy, then they'll be able to figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. You say Adam Craven, you think?
I think Adam Craven could do it. He redid my cunt tattoo on my lip. And it was like, that don't even hurt.
You still got it?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see it. That's crazy.
I got a tattoo on the bottom of my foot.
What the bottom of your foot say?
It's a diamond.
On the bottom of your foot?
Mm-hmm. People say she crazy.
Now, that shit is going to fade again in a little bit.
No, I've had it redone 2 times.
Yeah.
Well, I'll get it redone.
That's going to continue to get faded.
I'll get it redone.
Yeah, your mouth regenerates the cells way faster than
it's been a minute. I've had it for a minute. It's still here.
How long you got it?
For like 6 years.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah.
And it still look the same?
It's yeah.
Adam Craven might be able to do it.
Yeah.
Yep. Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah.
Now what's your favorite one though?
What's my favorite tattoo?
Give me your favorite
my
one.
back piece is probably my favorite tattoo.
Okay, what was that like?
What was that like? Painful as fuck?
I know, nigga. All tattoos is painful.
Not all tattoos are painful in the same way.
Did they get peaceful at all?
Yeah, because he gave me some kava root to chew on.
Oh, you drugs. Only because of the drugs.
Man, getting your fucking spine tattooed and your butt cheeks tattooed is painful as fuck. Especially because it like dig up that like I carry a lot of trauma in my hips. Like I got arthritis.
Sessions? Was it all together? Like butt and
so I did like an 8-hour session. And then I did I think a 4-hour session and then another 4-hour session. And then another 4. So and it's So I've got like over 25 hours into it or something like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But that was my blooming.
Okay. Well, why did you get it?
So I had got this tattoo when I was like 18.
Okay.
And then I got in that relationship with the dude that I spent my 20s with. And then, so it was like kind of like it was smaller and he didn't like tattoos. And when we broke up, I went and got this giant fucking I got it redone and added onto it by the same tattoo artist.
Okay.
Ben Lucas, who, you know, he had spent time in prison. And when he was in prison, he learned to tattoo. And when he got out, all the homies got together and got him a tattoo gun. And he's like got a beautiful tattoo studio and shit. But he tattooed me the first time out of his house. So then I went back to him after I get out this relationship a decade later.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And now he got a studio.
And now he got this beautiful studio. We redid it. Like he spent time in Japan at this point tattooing and all over the world tattooing. So yeah, he hand drew the shit on me, and it was kind of like a fuck you. Like a lot of times, like I got my eat my ass tattoo. Like it's like fuck you. My cunt cunt tattoo is a fuck you, and it's fuck you.
Okay.
Like that's because I don't care about your sensibilities.
So your tattoos is like a payback kind of to the world.
Yeah.
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 To every situation, like to the situation. Not to say it's connected,
yeah,
but
not
it's
the
to
world.
the
Yeah, but to the situation and me reclaiming my space in my own body.
That's a therapy for you.
Yeah. It's part of me. Yeah, it's my resistance and reclamation.
See, that's what we be doing on this podcast. Space. We be bringing out. We be therapizing each other.
Shit.
This is a therapy podcast at the same time.
Exactly.
Motherfuckers think it's just for fun and laughs and jokes all the time, but sometimes therapy come out of it.
It really is.
Tattooing for you is something that you use when you need to let something go.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I never. In my way, kind of for me too. I think.
Yeah.
Every tattoo that I got, it was like a statement of a growth piece. Everything was a growth piece.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. The only one that really wasn't a growth piece is one I just did because I just love my mom. Is I got a tattoo it was just a rose right here. It said Carla, and then I had a bunch of stuff added to it afterwards.
Oh, I feel that. I'm like this tattoo.
When she passed away, I had stuff added to it, but before. Yeah,
shout out Carla.
I just wanted my mom to
every
see.
time I pass the fucking cemetery.
I was like, look, Mama Mr. Rose, what's your name on it? And then my homegirl said, that shit look like a cabbage. And I was like, oh.
Cabbages, roses in their own way.
In their own way. And so I had a cabbage.
Hey, the cabbages are beautiful and they sustain you.
And they
do.
I had some cabbage the other day. It was delicious.
Exactly.
No doubt. All right, let's get out of here.
Let's get out. I need some tacos.
I know. It's time to go. I've been here.
I'll talk to you all day.
I've been here with Ronnie Macaroni. We gonna talk, and this is not gonna be the last time. Ronnie gonna leave, and as soon as Ronnie come back in town, we finna sit down and go through your adventure.
Oh yes, please.
Yeah.
We're
gonna sit down and do it. All right. So this ain't gonna be the last time you see Ronnie Macaroni. Thank y'all for tuning in. Nothing but the G thing. Ronnie, talk to him about whatever you want to talk to him about.
If you fuck with me, if you like me, please follow our sketch comedy page.
Facts.
Spinners Comedy. Where we're doing sketches and commentary.
They fun too.
It's fun. It's fun. It's amazing to do creative things with your people.
Yeah, we jumped in a van.
Yeah,
we was gonna break the shocks in that one night.
Yeah, check Spinners Comedy. If you want to see my titties, look at my OnlyFans. And if you want to hear more of what I got to say, just follow my Instagram.
Yeah, I'm about to buy some titty pics on your OnlyFans.
Yeah,
which OnlyFans?
Lily and James.
Lily and James.
Yeah.
It's like an homage to LeBron James? What's going on here? You LeBron
My
James
mother's name was Lillian.
Okay.
And I was gonna, if I had a daughter, I was gonna name my daughter Lillian James.
Okay.
So Lillian was my mother's name. My paternal grandfather, his name was Jack. And in the Jewish culture, you don't have to necessarily name somebody's exact name. You just have to use like the first letter of the word. So it was after her.
What's your Instagram and shit?
Oh, Ronnie Macaroni. RONNIE MACKARONI. Spinners Comedy, SPINNERS _ comedy.
Yep, and I'm gonna put that shit down there too.
Go.
So, yep. Hey, make sure y'all keep tapping in.
Check me out.
Nothing but a G thing. Ronnie, let's get the hell out of here.
All right.
It's time to go. I love you.
I'm hungry. I'm hungry.